Hi guys, welcome to Java Express channel. Today we are going to discuss about an interesting topic, Elastic Load Balancer. Okay, now you are good at how to create EC2 instance, right? How to assign public IP, private IP, and Elastic IP. Okay, these are all the fundamentals in order to go for new services. Okay, Elastic Load Balancer is one of the service providing by the Amazon. It's very interesting topic, and before watching this session, please watch how to create the VPC and how to create a security groups. Those are all the fundamentals about this topic. Okay, please watch those tutorials, then go for this particular topic. Okay, now we'll see what is Elastic Load Balancer. In this section I will explain, if I don't have load balancer concept, how the application will be behave. If I have a load balancer, how application is behaving. We will see these both topics in this section. Next, what is elastic load balancing? I'm just giving the definition. Just read the definition. The load balancer act as a single point of contact for the clients and distribute incoming application traffic across multiple EC2 instances. Right now we created single EC2 instances. Okay, single point of contact is nothing but your public DNS name. If you create multiple EC2 instances, okay, as I'm a client, as a user, if you want to access a website, suppose flipkart.com, amazon.com, but internally how many EC2 instances are there, we don't know, right? So the type of application, how to develop, how to manage those type of configurations, we will see. So when the traffic coming like lot of users at a time, so how your load balancer will behave, how it will be act, we will see in this section. So that is what it is saying, single point of contact for the clients. Client is nothing but as a user, you are the user. So as per the big billion day, Flipkart will giving like a big billion day, they are providing one offer, right? That time lot of users. So how the traffic is managing? If you have a single instance, what is the problem? If you have multiple instances, how you need to manage? So that is the topic is elastic load balancing. So ELB is specific to a VPC. When you creating the ELB, you need to give your VPC and which instances like subnets. This topic already explained in the previous section. If you don't know, please watch the tutorial VPC. And spread across multiple downstream instances. When I say, whenever the traffic more users are came, like around 1000 users are came, like 500 users it will send to one instance, 500 users send to the one instance. Otherwise, based on the CPU utilization, it will take care by the load balancing. This is the one, like a service providing the Amazon. It's like a platform as a service. Okay, and handle failures of downstream instances. Suppose you have 10 instances, suppose 2 instances utilization is 100%. So by that time it will remove that instance from that load particular instance, and it will give that traffic to the other instances. So it will handle, it will take care by the load balancing. In order to do load balancing, you need to give your information, how to create, which to map, which your traffic, everything we need to provide the configuration, then only it will be behave. Okay, and as I already explained, a fully managed service, everything will take care by the Amazon. It says a platform as a service. And do regular health checkups to your instance. If you create your instance, if you simply leave that one, we don't know whether the EC2 instance is working or not, we don't know, right? So for that purpose, the load balancing, there is a target group we have. What it will do, it will go, whenever you attach your ELB, it will go and check every 10 seconds your instance is ready, is up or down, it will be checked. That is called regular health checks to your instance. And enforce stickiness with the cookies. So while explaining the demo, I will explain this particular point. Please remember this point. Okay, and now we'll see application without load balancer. Now assume there is a flipkart.com. Okay, so if you go and hit that website, let me open www.flipkart.com. Let me open. See here, as a user, lot of users are using now. If you see now, there are less number of users around. Suppose example, like you can take as a 50 users or 100 users, right? If you hit URL, you are thinking only one instance will be available in the backend. Not exactly. Why? Because if more number of users, more traffic will come, the server will be at down. So one server is down, one more server need to manage the traffic. So indirectly will be a lot of EC2 instances will be available. Okay, if you go to the PPT, explain in the diagrammatic way. See, as a user, assume 50 users, you send the request and you got the response. Okay, now for here there is no problem, 100% this is it will be a work. Now assume 500 users, but this is EC2 instance applicable, only the load will happen only for the 50 users. While you send the traffic in the multiple ways, the server will be a down, it won't work for the 500 users. So by that time, if server is down, if someone is doing the payment, company will be in loss state, right? So in order to overcome this problem, the ELB is introduced, that is Elastic Load Balancer. Okay, now we'll see the application with the load balancer. When I say www.flipkart.com, you are seeing only a single application. Like we have lot of modules, like how web servers it will be there, database servers, app layers, like lot of things will be there. It's not like a easy task to keep as a whole application. If you deploy in particular EC2 instance, it chances of failures will happen. Okay, if any disaster happen, the application will be lost if multiple instances are not available. Okay, now assume that I have a 3 web servers with my Flipkart. I deployed here web server 1, web server 2, web server 3. Assume that when you click www.flipkart.com, based on the load balancer will take care by which one I need to send traffic to, 1 or 2 or 3. Okay, now you have website. These web servers internally communicate to the app layers. Maybe this web server can send traffic like this, either it can send traffic in this way, either maybe in this way. The traffic will be sent randomly, depend on your incoming traffic. Okay, again these app layers will communicate to the DB layer, like your customer details. If you register in any website, the details it should be stored in a DB layer, right? So when you send a request, the request will go to the load balancer. This load balancer will send to the web server to send to in this way app layer. Maybe app layer will send to DB layer, maybe here web server it will be sent here, and it will be sent here in this way. So in this way the traffic will become, we don't know, like we can't estimate that part. So as a user, really the traffic is going 1 or 2 or 3, we can see in the demo session. Okay, now by using the route 53, AWS is providing one DNS name. Now just I'm taking as a flipkart.com. Whenever the user send a request, so request will come to the flipkart.com, Flipkart will send to the ELB. Okay, now you see here, so whenever you hit this website, the traffic will go to the load balancer. Now the load balancer will take care the traffic either 1, either 2, either 3, either it will be behave like a round robin. Okay, like if you send like a 50 request at a time, like a 20 request may go to the 1, 20 request to the 2, or it will be, suppose this server is down, those 50 requests should taken care by the 1 and 2. This whole thing will be taken care by the Elastic Load Balancer. Okay, and we have, this is the overall diagram of Elastic Load Balancer. Okay, now we have types of load balancers. When Amazon AWS is given is a new, when they introduced, we have a classic load balancer is providing 2009. After that there is a web servers and application servers. When you have applications, if you want to deploy, so you need to use the application load balancer like HTTP or HTTPS. Even Amazon is recommended to use this application load balancer. Okay, and after this we have a network load balancer also. Okay, this is high performance, it will have ultra high performance. Okay, network load balancer. Why? Because it will handle per second millions of requests, it will be handle the network load balancer. Okay, while giving the demo session I will use network load balancer. We have a three types. While showing the demo I will show you, we have a description also, we can read there only. Okay, we can read there only. Okay, next, so in order to create ELB, what are all the steps you need to follow? Okay, so assume that really you can ask, okay, when I hit here, I want to know my traffic is coming in web server 2. You want to display the web server, but the real time, okay, as particular user is hit on the web server 1, web server 2, web server 3. In this way won't be there, right? It's a common one. But as a you are learning to develop the ELB, right? So you need to know exactly the request is going in web server 2. Okay, the request is going in web server 1. You should know really you want to print the message. So that shell script I already given how to install a web server in EC2 instance. What we'll do, we'll create a ELB and we can add these servers, then we can display a message. Then you will get to know exactly how it is working Elastic Load Balancer. So how to create ELB, we need to, first step you need to create the VPC, okay, virtual private cloud. Why? Because ELB is specific to VPC. This VPC section I already covered, otherwise I can create in the section, but the video will be length will be very long, so I already explained. So please watch once, then it is very easy. It's very important topic also. Once you create the VPC, and you need to create the subnets. Okay, you need to assign, enable auto assign IPs. While creating the subnets, explain like database servers and application servers and app layers. So in this way you can create how many subnets you want, you can create. Once you are good at this part, and will deploy two servers with Apache web server installed in different availability zone. What we'll do here, divide availability zone, two servers in the sense I will do one, I will create in 1A. If you take the Mumbai region, we have 1A 1B, right? So in this 1B, here I will create server 1, here I will create server 2. So we'll deploy two individual instances. Okay, once you are good at this part, now we need to log into the each server and we need to create index.html, web server 1, web server 2. Okay, no need to log in the each server. This is the manual step. In the previous section I explained how to automate this particular step. If you want to know, just go and watch that previous video. Okay, and like it's a boot up script, we mean to say some EC2 user data. You can go and search in the section, you will easily find. Okay, now VPC you have, subnets you have, and you deployed your servers and 1A and 1B, and you logged into the each server. Either we can do manual, either you can add as part of EC2 instance. Once you are get these four steps, now we need to configure a target group. Okay, what exactly target group is? If you create the two servers, right, these two servers, which port numbers you enabled? 80 port number. Like we are using the network load balancer, right? So we need to enable a TCP. Okay, which is the traffic is coming, that traffic will be attached to your ELB. Okay, while explaining the demo you will be more understand. Okay, this target group only we need whenever you add the web server 1 and web server 2, it will check your health checkup. That means your instance is alive or not. You can call as a instance or a server, either virtual machine, anything, all are same. Okay, your virtual machine is up or down every 10 seconds or every 30 seconds based on your configuration. We'll give some 30 seconds, like 2 times I will check your my virtual machine is down, 2 times it will check. That means overall your status will be unhealthy. If it is a good, it will be a healthy. So we'll create one target group and add web servers. Okay, now once you are good at these 5 steps, then you need to deploy your load balancer. We'll create one the load balancer, then you can add your target group. This target group already you created here. Now you can deploy with load balancer with your target group. Once you are good at this one, then if you hit like assume that 𝐓𝐞𝐜𝐴.com, like that AWS will go provide by using a route 53 DNS URL. It will, whenever you hit the URL, sometimes the request will go for web server 1, sometimes it will go to the web server 2. Okay, if I hit from the multiple systems, you will get the multiple outputs. If you use in your system, may happen it will go the traffic to the 2. While you are testing your particular ELB, you can create your send this URL to your friend and ask him to check whether the server is going to 1 or 2. We will see in this next tutorial. I will explain how to create ELB demo session. I will explain in the next tutorial. If you like this video, please subscribe our channel and click on bell icon. Never miss any update from Java Express channel. Thank you guys.